I got 5-on-1. I got 5-on-1. We got any more for 5-on-1? I see 10 over there, 10 on 1. Mm-hmm. We got any more on 10? We got 15 on 1, 25 on 1. Whoa, does that kid have a giant bag of rupees? I'm so stunned. He gets it for free.
Damn. That's not what happens.
That's not.
Is that what? No. That's what I remember happens.
He still has to pay for it. He just stuns everyone else.
He does still have to pay for it. That's true. Yeah. Afterwards, I go up and I go, you gotta give me those rupees.
Oh. But then he steals them back.
You give me
like
those.
in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, what do you mean like in Baldur's Gate 3?
Like when you pay withers to bring back
your
beloved companions, and then you go...
It's free to steal from withers. He actually encourages it.
Yeah.
He just wants to make sure...
He bends over. He's like, oh...
Yeah, but he's still looking because
I hope no one steals from me.
The DC is still 20, so he still is like, you can't do that, but he doesn't want... He wants to know that you can do it.
Yeah, that's why he bends
It's kind of like those bullshit asshole Stardew Valley NPCs, where they don't want the thing that I have in my inventory, but they just want to know that I could go get it.
Okay, sometimes
Clint's like,
very specific.
I need 5 rocks. Oh, I don't want them. You can keep them.
No.
I just want, I don't want any.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
I just want to know you can.
Because you don't know. Robin, Clint, and Willie will be like, here's a little thing you should go out and do.
Like what?
Like, Robin wants you to go chop down a tree and bring you the wood.
Yeah.
It's got to be fresh wood. It's got to be fresh.
So, it was a day old. She couldn't tell the difference.
She would. She's that good.
That's
Clint
stupid.
wants you to go in the mines and find some fucking copper, and he wants to look at it to see if there's any gems in it. And there's never gems in it, and he goes, you can keep it. Willie,
what about the copper I already have?
You've already gone through. You picked through it. He wants it fresh.
What?
And then Willie wants you to catch the fish that day.
The fish is a little more understandable. Mm-hmm. The fish actually is a little more understandable.
Yeah.
Because fresh fish is different.
Yeah.
And catching it that day is like, that's like a big deal. Rocks!
Yeah, rocks.
No!
Yeah.
That's shit. Yeah. That's stupid. Also, tree? She doesn't care what tree I chop down.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with them getting anything out of it. They're just sitting up on their ivory tower going, this new farmer guy seems to have posed a lot of skill here in Pelican Town.
Yeah.
Maybe I should test their skill.
They want you to go out and explore.
Go now, farmer. Cut down a tree. You can have the wood afterwards. I don't even care. I just want to know you can do it.
They want you to explore. They want you to gain the experience.
It takes up time. I hate it. You don't have enough time.
Do you want to tell the people your newest obsession? No? Okay. We'll save it for next Stardew.
I'm just saying that my TikTok is crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like...
Chaperone's all over it.
Chaperone is so beautiful.
You kiss 100 boys in bars. All those Haley edits.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
He's just telling everyone already. He's telling everyone.
If you know, you know. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're on that side of TikTok,
really inclusive podcast here. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a bunch of edits on my TikTok of Stardew Valley characters, and I'm like, whoa.
I just got an Instacart ad or a notification, and it's $10 off allergy relief.
Sons of bitches. Yeah, please, goddamn.
From CVS. Yeah.
I'm gonna start taking fucking Benadryl when I'm waking too.
Craig's having a rough time. The allergies are in the air. There's a lot of things in the air. Love, hope, acid.
If you're looking for a Mother's Day gift.
Bees. I see it. Bees.
My fucking driveway is always full of bees.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Sad.
Pollen.
Well,
you got all those bushes.
I don't mind unfortunately, that's not what I mean. The bushes are fine, but they get really fucking like cooked, and then they get exhausted,
and then they die,
and then they lay on the fucking because I have this massive driveway.
Yeah.
And they just get cooked, and then they die, and I'm like, you poor bastards! You just got tired, lost, and you're like, I'm just gonna rest here.
If you put,
and then they're out in like 100-degree weather.
If you put like a little bowl of water, like maybe by some of those bushes,
that'll probably help them out. You think I'd say they should get dehydrated? Like, I'm just gonna sleep for a second, and then
they make
cook.
like
a bee has never sat down in its life.
I think
a bee sits down and goes.
They make like specific little things. I don't know if you care that much, but like they're kind of like garden stakes, but they hold water, but they are not so deep that they go in and drown.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, really having a bee graveyard out here.
Yeah.
It's a
We
lot
just don't
of them.
have very many bees. We have wasps, but not bees
Fucking
over here.
wasps out here.
Bee watering station.
Yeah.
Whoa. These things are cool looking.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess you can put like a dog bowl, but you put rocks in it so they don't go in there and
That
drown.
too, yeah.
Oh,
They can just like
that's
take
cool.
a little bit.
There
They
you
just get a
go.
little bit of water.
Just a little bowl.
Oh.
That's
and then
smart.
give them a little perch.
That's
These
cool.
are fucking cool. All right.
There you go.
I will do that my next time off.
Now you
And then-
you won't have bee graveyard.
And then
That's the thing I worry about is that these poor little bastards are trying to get under the truck because they're like shade and they don't make
so
it.
fucking
They're
hot.
like fuck, it's hot down here. Poor bastards.
that's it's kind of
So
funny.
sad.
It's kind of funny. They're just like, oh, I
Did
got
we
all
talk
this shit
about-
on my back.
Did we talk
I can't
about
get back.
the-
Hang on. Oh, fuck.
Did
I'm
we
just
talk
gonna
about
sit
the
down
birds?
just for a second. We did talk about the birds last time.
Last time?
We did. Go. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, ugh.
Yeah, go flip them over.
Did we talk about it on the podcast or in Zelda?
No, we talked about it on the podcast.
Oh.
Last episode, we talked about it on the podcast.
The birds?
The
Yeah.
birds that are flying over and shitting everywhere.
Oh yes, yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you
If
talk about
we,
birds
I don't know.
shitting
We've talked about it.
I
I'm
thought
sorry,
your mom
guys.
told us after the podcast.
I don't
May have
remember.
been before.
I don't remember. You might have to go watch a Zelda. You might look if you guys like. If you're a podcast watcher, listener, and enjoyer, and you're like, gosh, freaking dang it, I want more of those guys. I don't really want to listen to more of them. I know we always yell about members. You can join members to get an extra hour of podcast. But if you also want Jack and Mia,
Yeah.
and we're playing Zelda, we're playing Zelda. Like, you know, there's some episodes where we're in it. All right, we're playing. We're watching the Zelda, and it's important. There's a lot of shit going on. There's some episodes where we're doing side missions. We're just doing other things. We're just talking. We're just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
So go
Lots
watch
of
Zelda.
episodes like that.
I freaking love our Zelda playthroughs. They're very fun. They're very chill. They're not like other playthroughs.
Yeah.
We have the best Zelda playthroughs.
Oh, no, don't start. No.
I don't know where I was gonna go from there.
Neither do I.
Yeah, sorry. I don't really have a theme today. Just
That's
kind
all
of.
right. I don't know if we need one.
And the next episode's theme's probably going to be Fallout. Because I
Yeah.
think we'll finish it.
We've watched up to 5, so we're almost done with it. We're gonna watch 6 tonight,
And then there's only 2 more.
and then probably finish it by the next week.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sorry we're watching it so slowly. I like to savor it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
thought-
really happy I didn't watch it all at once.
I think this is about the speed anyone should be doing it. I think.
Sick.
Yeah.
I keep hearing.
You have a month. You have a month,
we have
right?
a month. It's been,
We're
what,
still
2
within a
weeks?
month. Yeah, we're still good. You're making good time.
You and a lot of other people have been. I have not gotten any spoilers. Have just been saying, Jacob, you're gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
It's gonna target your rump.
That's my rump.
The,
To be exposed in a way
I-
you didn't know it was exposed.
I did
That's
have one
crazy.
spoiler, but I've already passed the spoiler in the show, so I have no more spoilers.
Yeah. Well, we won't talk about spoilers right now. It's not
No.
There's some
Fallout
big
episode.
Next
ones.
week, though,
There's some big ones that are very cool. You're gonna
We
be
will
into.
do a big old Fallout spoiler episode.
we'll dress up.
I will. I'll dress up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll dress up.
You gonna dress up?
Yeah.
What are you gonna be?
Well, we have that vault suit. I'll wear that.
There you go.
It's a
What
little-
if, what
it's
if
a
I
little-
want to wear the Vault suit?
Oh, then I'll wear the NCR armor.
Oh, that's too big for you.
Well, then you wear the NCR armor. It's fit to your body.
It
It's
is.
custom made to your body.
In mid 2020 when I was super fat.
Oh, well, then it'll still fit you, though, right?
Well,
Skinny legend.
Yeah.
it's funny because the helmet never fit,
Yeah.
but the helmet does fit you.
Yeah, it does. It's a little big, though.
I just want everybody to know that 2020 was a really good year for us financially. And one of the first, we got one of the YouTube paychecks, and I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
I've never had this much money in my life. And that was the thing I bought.
You bought.
We didn't go get like something really cool. I got like, I went on Etsy and somebody custom made a NCR Ranger. I was like, I want that.
I mean,
That was like the first thing.
and we paid for our wedding.
And then we had our wedding, yeah, which was great
Yeah.
that we were able to do
But a
that.
bunch of fucking flowers.
But
that was
also
expensive.
amidst wedding was that NCR Ranger outfit, which was pretty sick. So Anyways, why don't I just jump into questions?
Well,
You can ask us questions. You can ask us on the
I jump
Discord.
into
You can also ask
questions.
us on.
What in the fuck?
You can also ask us on Twitter.
It's a fucking G-lie B-lie.
I
Get
know,
right gum by.
You know how nice it is to not have to type out the hashtag every single time
Because
now?
of you
Yeah.
using the hashtag.
Persistence.
Wow, this is really great. I love that we have our own hashtag.
Do you see that he's farting in court
He farted in court.
as he was falling asleep?
He fell asleep and did he shit?
I don't know, but I don't know why people have to.
Can't just say
It's
that
so
to me.
stupid.
That's so funny. Can you hear it?
I mean,
Is he? Are they like, Mr. Trump?
or does it stink?
You? And he's like, excuse me.
No, he's falling asleep.
He's like,
He
I had a
asleep
euro for breakfast.
and he fucking tooted.
And a lot
I don't
of
know.
cheese.
We don't have a lot of information about it, but there's a lot of strange news sources saying our sources are pretty good. That's what happened.
He was just.
Yeah, what was happening?
Mr. Trump, can you please wake up? I'm awake. Oh. I gotta take my Lactaid.
he's like, he didn't take it already.
Fucking
He's
damn, that's
fucked.
the only thing about him that's fucking relatable.
Happy Wolf asks, hey gang, growing up, were there ever any phrases or slang that you used too often that you might be cringe about today? Mine was probably YOLO. And then they put a meme that says, walking up after telling the nice doctor the truth, or waking up after telling the nice doctor the truth. And it's a cat going, goo, in the mental asylum. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did I tell you that? I wait to answer this question, of course. Did I tell you that one story where Landon almost checked
Yes,
himself into
you
it?
did.
Yes, that is one of the funniest stories ever.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
He was like, I also like that, like, did you have to go get him?
no.
he
But he
went
was
home on his
gone
own.
for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, where in the fuck
I was like,
were
they
you?
were gonna commit me.
And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I almost committed myself to somewhere. He's like, I knew it was strange when there were bars on the windows, but I didn't really start to panic until they locked the door when they left. And I was like, uh-oh.
Ooh, when you're a little too truthful to the doctor.
Yeah.
you-
They'll get
He
you.
went and talked to his primary, who recommended, he's like, you sent me to a fucking clinic that dealt with like extreme cases.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're like,
It's when you
oh,
get a
I
new
just
doctor.
didn't know that. Like,
They
you
didn't know, and they're like, yeah,
you
head on
stupid
over.
idiot, you sent me to a crisis center. I must check myself. Like, oh, man, where you been? In an insane asylum for 6 months.
Yeah. They would let me out.
I had to crawl out the window.
Can you imagine? Because they probably wouldn't call you, would they?
No, he was one step from taking his phone away. And then they
Yeah.
would just put him away. And then he was almost signed as right where he's like, don't listen to me after this point.
He was like, hang on.
Please call my brother-in-law. I need him.
So that's what he also said, was like, when he realized, he was like, and the doctor came, he's like, well, hang on, I think I realized I've done something wrong. And the doctor was like, no. Everybody feels this way. It's
Yeah.
okay. He's like, no, really, I'm not supposed to be here. He's like, no, you're safe. You're supposed to be. He's like, oh, no, man, no.
You're okay, you're okay. The door locks.
Yeah.
Stupid. I'll tell that story later.
He's like, oh.
Stupid.
They kick him out of the chair.
A
They're
week
like,
later,
sign it.
do it.
What are some slangs
YOLO?
that I used as a kid? I don't remember. Mostly because I blocked them out of my memory, so I never have to say them again. It'd be cringe ever again. But man, I would just remember a lot. Like so there used to be a point where I was making highlight reels from some of our games, and they're a lot of fun. And I wish I had more time to make them because
Yeah.
I love making funny highlight reels. They're like, if that was my only job, I'd be so good at it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not. But anyways, I was going through Avnia like a year or so ago.
Is it
I
the
don't
horses
remember.
in the back thing?
And when going through that and hearing not only Jack say like, I got the horses in the back, and but then also hearing all of us laugh really hard is like, damn,
It was.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It's
So
just
we
that time.
all laughed at that. That was the, because you could still say I got the horses in the back. We're all just gonna be like, all right. But the fact that we were all like, ha ha ha, that's new and funny. It was like, oh, jeez. Yeah, so
It's a whole vibe.
yeah, we could probably go about a year back. Probably go to the middle of an Icewind Dale episode and be like, what the fuck are we saying?
Oh, for sure. Things just fall out really fast.
Yeah. I ran the first game of our Icewind Dale game that I'm running for some online friends, and it was a lot of fun. and I had a great time. I was nervous, but I had a great time. And we're only voice and only Roll20. It is, wow, just, it's very freeing. You know, there's obviously a lot that I don't get out of it. Like, there's so many times I'm making faces or I'm like gesturing and I'm like, shit, I have to describe everything I do.
Yeah.
But there's something so freeing about being like, I'm just going to work on this next part that they're going to get to. They have no fucking clue that I'm doing it because they can't see me. So the only input they get is whatever they see on Roll20 and whatever I say. Oh my God, that's amazing. It's so freeing. It's not the way I would like to play D&D normally, but man, it's great. I'm learning some skills, which is fun. But I was going through and I was Googling stuff about Icewind Dale because I wanted to get, prepared and stuff. And every time I Google it, I Google something like I like looked up the subreddit. Our videos are always the like recommended videos. I was like, this might just be me because it's my account and that's just how it is. But now my YouTube is like, hey, here's episode 17 of Icewind Dale. It has 14,000 views. And I'm like, that is 14,000 views? That many people watched our Icewind Dale series? Yeah. Guys, that's sick. That's crazy. Just seeing that in the wild, being like, hey, that's cool. That's us. Yeah. Sick. Hell yeah. And then just like going through the comments is so awesome. I was like, all right. I looked at it. And like the top comment is like, we all aspire to be the type of role player that Craig is. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. So it's just very cool.
It's just a whole vibe.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But I don't know. I probably said, I probably too often walked into a room going, Gangnam Style.
That's good.
You ever do that? Did you ever
No, I was always terribly afraid of embarrassing myself. Yeah. So I didn't no. Probably though. Probably something.
Yeah. When we were in high school together, when we first started dating.
Oh boy, don't say anything about me.
And I turned the corner and we locked eyes for the first time.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, I was like, that's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And you were like, man, I like that guy a lot. And I was going, hey.
No, you weren't.
Sexy lady. That's crazy. That's how we met.
But so is everyone else.
That's true.
That's the difference. Is that everyone else was doing the same thing.
I have a vivid memory. So I don't know what happened. I was working on Fallout today because I was working on Fallout today, and there's always little lingerers in there. And I posted a Patrick meme of him being like, "Who are all you people?" And it's the little like anonymous lion, anonymous rhino. There's always fucking 6 of you in there in that document that I have, and occasionally, Google will randomly decide that somebody's an anonymous Nan cat. I was like, that's dumb. And it unlocked a memory in my brain where I remember when that dropped, and I was in high school, and I think I was a sophomore, and one of the freshmen for PE was running around like the front of like the campus, and he had his school laptop. And he was just running up to people, and he had it playing. And he would just walk up to you, and he would just look at you, the most straight face, and he would just do like this, and and I was just remember being so scared. I was like, I don't know how to interact, and I would just walk away, and he would just go terrorize somebody else.
Free.
Yeah,
he was free.
Cringe but free.
Yeah. So I hope he doesn't tell the doctor the truth.
Huh. You got anything?
I can't think of anything. I mean, there's probably a bunch of dumb shit.
Yeah.
There's probably a Naruto runner in there somewhere when I was younger. Who knows? Some stupid shit. But like recent memes, I wish they would come back all the time.
Yeah.
Like there's sometimes in the same vein of going to like a random Icewind Dale where Spencer will say, I slammed my penis in the car door. That's still funny.
That is funny.
And it never wasn't funny. And I wish it would come back. I
slammed my penis in the car. He said that so much.
I thought it was funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's a fucking blast.
There was another one that... when I was a kid, before I had really found Manslayer, and that's what became the vocal stems between me and my friends. Before that, there were these are probably terrible videos. Do not go watch them. They're probably bad. And I don't remember them very well. So they probably have some jokes in there that are not good anymore. So I'm not endorsing this. But as a kid, I did have YouTube when I was like 12, and there were these animated videos called Brawl Taunts, and they were very popular. And I just remember like there was one where Link is going hut, and another character says, "Why is he always making those high-pitched squealy noises?" I think somebody kicked him really hard in the balls, and now all they can make is those high-pitched squealy noises. And then, I think it's Ike and Marth, and then they turn to each other and they start petting each other's face, and they're like, "Oh, so that's," and they like act like they're gonna kiss. And I remember being like, kicked in the bowels was like a vocal stim of mine when I was a kid for a long time. Oh, that also has Captain Falcon going, "Show me your boobs."
Oh, show me your boobs is funny.
Oh, and with the King DDD, they would have Ness go PK Fire, and then Lucas would go PK Thunder, and he'd go Big Gay Dance, and he would dance, and it was Big Gay Dance. It was very, very dumb. Yeah. But I think me and my friends would say Big Gay Dance.
Hell yeah, ally.
Yeah.
I didn't know "Show Me Your Boobs" was from that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's where I learned it. Oh. When I was 12.
Well, I learned it from you, so I thought you were just funny.
Nope. I just mimicked everything. There's no personality.
But with confidence, like that it was your own.
Yeah.
This is a very carefully constructed figure and mask that I've been building since I was 10. Yeah, and you can poke holes in it, and eventually you can probably find every single subconscious reference. I'll just turn into a blank slate. Yeah, I'll be like Shay. I'll just be like, this person does not exist. It is formulated from crumbs of memes over the years.
But aren't we all?
I'm like, you could probably take any one of my YouTube videos, and you could have like a wiki page on it, and you could have like every line from every script, the way I deliver it, and you could have a link to something else. It's like, Jacob delivered this just like this video from 2013. And it's like, fuck. All right. Anyways, you can ask your question now.
I think it's El Kasari. Is that how we decided that was said?
I think so.
Yeah. They ask, have y'all watched Delicious in Dungeon / Dungeon Meshi yet? It's a new anime out on Netflix of the manga of the same name. Also, Craig Bazinga.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. You have no idea how much I want to watch Dungeon Meshi.
After
I've seen
Fallout,
so much about
that's
it. I'm watching that, and then after I get out of this whatever gaming kick I'm playing right now, I'm gonna play Metal Gear because they remastered the first not the first 3 games, but 2, 3, and 4 on the Switch, and I'm really excited to play those. But I've seen a lot about Dungeon Meshi, and it looks really good, and I really want to watch it. And the English dub, Damien Haas voices. Yeah. What was that guy's name? Lawis? Spencer is thirsting over this man.
Both of them.
I've heard good things.
Damien Haas?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Not Damien. I love Damien.
It's like I have a type.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's fucking Gangnam Style.
What was that picture? Was that picture of him when they did a TikTok where they were all screaming on? It's a bowl with plastic wrap on the top, and there's rice. Yeah. And if you scream onto it, it bounces. And like Angela screams into it, and I think Shane screams onto it, and then they pan up, and Damien is in the background, out of focus, and he's like this, and his shirt says "autism" with fire on it. It's so funny. What did you say yesterday? After Descend, on like Sunday, yesterday, we were just talking about Descend because Spencer's been asking me a million questions, and I have been
avoiding.
I have had to put up a fucking wall about Descend. Spencer basically wants the whole game spoiled for her. All right, Spencer's trying to get the whole game spoiled.
The right question.
You put the little hat on. You're like,
yeah, exactly. And in the middle of it, I was like, "You're not going to know that. You don't know that." And then we were driving, and I like turned a corner, and you went, I love that Cadman's just a little autistic. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember fucking last game when Cadman's like, you have a different rope? This one's kind of scratchy.
Yeah. That's definitely intentional.
Yeah.
It's so
there's
good.
A lot of her that I put for myself.
I love that.
And I'm like,
No, I hate that.
Yeah, if you want to, you know that thing you were just talking about, the Shay version of you?
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
This is all performative.
Yeah.
Not I'd be like, I don't know. This is just fucking ass.
I just like that she was like, all that shit happened. And then she was like, I'm not going to let Arlen fuck with you. Yeah. Also, can I get a different rope?
Yeah.
Also, this rope sucks.
Those are both equal.
But also,
problems.
don't touch my stuff either.
No,
It's in a
it's
particular
order. I did it in this one ritual.
Yeah.
All right.
Colleen asks, "Hi guys,
I'm not a priest. I'm just autistic."
Colleen asks, "Hi guys, I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race at the moment. So
Yeah.
here's a themed question: which of your D&D characters would be the best guest judge on the show? Also, would you guys ever do a Mountain Dew flavored tier list? Oh fuck, Mountain Dew.
That'd be cool.
Best judge.
There'd be so many of them.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably
We got to get Colton for the Mountain Dew episode. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Colton's kind of a Mountain Dew connoisseur. So I mean, out of all of us, I feel like Colton Dew.
Yeah.
I said Colton
Mountain
Dew.
Dew. That's
Why
his
do you
fucking
think
That
drag
dude,
name.
that should be his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, that should be a character that he plays.
Comes in
Colton
like Roll
Dew.
Tide, and you're like, all right.
I don't think, does Colton like Mountain Dew?
That's not Colton. That's Colton Dew. What?
Does Colton like Mountain Dew?
Do you remember when you brought those Mountain Dews, Colton, and we were like 90% of
Okay,
your daily
no.
sugar? The 90% of your daily
I
sugar
think-
joke that we were making?
The thing with that is that it was like cherry flavored. Colton loves cherry
Nobody loves
flavored
cherry more
things.
than Colton does.
You could make anything cherry flavored and Colton would eat it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that he loves Mountain Dew.
He'll go like this. He'll go, ooh.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh,
That's
like, did
sounding
you know I
weird.
love cherry flavored things?
Then
for
you'd be
him.
like, Colton, you want one of these? It's cherry flavored. And he'll go, ooh.
Ooh.
I don't want to reveal my plan just yet, but a serious part of me thought could be from the allergies, could be from I felt I cooked my brain on Saturday.
Yeah.
I was going to the Ren Fair, but a serious part of me is like, I think I want to get into FF14 secretly, become very good, and then tell him like small things,
Dude.
and see if he catches on.
I wanted to do the same thing
That's
with Naruto
crazy.
and be like,
Same
just
thing-
get him one day.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Same thing with what?
Naruto.
No, whoa.
That's
Yeah.
the same level of commitment. It's like
Yeah.
thousands of hours.
Yes,
because I want
right,
to be
though?
like, I want to find the most niche thing, which means I got to be into it.
That's what I did with Slay the Princess during
Yeah,
that game. I was like,
exactly.
Really?
I'm gonna hit him with this. This is gonna be funny. And I remember, I
But
looked
he'd,
back
like,
at that
keep
episode.
calm?
He like the way he looked at me. He was like, he went through like, that wasn't a coincidence. I was like,
But like he'd show up for a game, he's got his little shirt
Yeah.
on, and I'd be like, oh,
Oh, that character.
that character. I love it when they did this.
Yeah,
He's like, huh?
How do you know that?
How do you know? I watched the entire show.
Oh, yeah, well, you talked about it. I've watched it all.
We've talked about it 100 times.
Countless
Colton. What are you
times.
talking
You
about?
see my tattoo?
Yeah.
you have a tattoo.
Dude, can you imagine I get
crazy.
too into it?
Whoa. He's
It
like, you need to
backfires.
chill.
No.
It's like that's
What are
too.
you talking about?
He's like Spencer. You have a tattoo of Boruto. You're
Yeah.
too far.
I want to guess.
love him.
I want to guess on how those things he loves.
Yeah.
Like, no, Colin. This
I
is
love gaslighting my friends.
This is just normal. Everyone knows the fifth layer of the
Yeah.
Dunamis raid is 4K.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Your mic just came off your thing.
I'm gonna go somewhere. Hang on.
Okay.
Well,
What is this?
you're gonna have to edit this.
Go ahead. You keep going.
Okay. I think Jace definitely would be the best judge because none of my characters are I think are a good drag race judge. Damon doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
Cayman would want to eat the
The contestants?
The contestants.
Yeah.
I don't think Tara's terribly good at this either. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
skill that she has.
She could.
Mate, you know
Should
what?
find it.
Azeraphis is the runner-up. I think
Oh,
Azeraphis would be like
that makes sense.
he'd be a good judge.
He would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks.
He'd be back there like slay. But it's probably Jace. Jace probably likes doing drag.
Jace makes a lot
Jace
of
would
sense.
do drag.
Yeah, he's a contestant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jace is in it.
Yeah, he
There you
judges.
go.
Sorry, Jace isn't a judge because he's in it.
Yeah.
Azeraphis is a judge. There you go.
He's a celebrity judge because he was in it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Now he's back.
Exactly.
Probably Lark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. That's solid.
That's
solid.
funny.
He likes.
That's
I
funny.
think it'd be things he likes to do.
I think Vincent as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does like to judge people.
Yeah. He's also. Never mind.
Yeah. Shut up.
I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah, I
I got
don't
one.
think-
You don't know?
I don't think I got one.
Really?
No. I don't think I have any good ones. It'd be funny to see Adam judge people.
Yeah, there we go. Adam could do it.
That's funny. They're like,
that'd be
here, and
funny.
our guest judge, Adam, and he's like,
I see everything.
you dress like shit.
Low fucking poly count, shit ass cotton. fuck off with that bitch ass weave.
Somebody
Like,
else
oh my
walks out
God.
and he's like, she's serving.
Blessed be.
Your turn.
Oh, sorry. I was reading questions. Banjo playing Tabaxi asks, "What's the next game series after Zelda?" We've talked about this, but I think only during Zelda. Or have we talked about it on here?
Probably. I don't know. We talked about
it a few times.
We're playing Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
Resident
do Resident Evil. After,
And I'm playing
after
the
that.
second one, and I'm scared.
Which is gonna be a fun time because it's gonna be a completely different vibe change. Like Legend of Zelda to Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, luckily, there's still a little bit of something we retain in that. We retain silly action and Japanese nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we get to keep with these two series, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
What we lose is comfort, and instead we trade it for fear and stress.
There's some comfort in there in those.
Yeah, and there's also a little bit of fear in Zelda. You just gotta swap them.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great. I can't wait. We've talked about potentially having like the lights off whenever we do it, and having one of those
that game camera so bad.
shitty
Yeah.
night
I
vision
want it
camera.
so bad.
Yeah.
I'll be like found footage.
We're gonna go to Tractor Supply. And
Yeah.
Get
It'll be
a
so
deer cam.
Fuck,
fucking
that would be
funny.
so good. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a little ways off, but
next year.
we were calculating it a little bit, and
soon.
I was like,
it's soon. It's sooner than we think, but that's only because we're like, I don't know, maybe we're halfway through Wind Waker now.
I just said this to you yesterday. I said I said that I'm pretty sure you're halfway through Wind Waker.
It feels about that.
Which is crazy. Which I was talking to you and I was like, that means you're playing Twilight Princess in the next 2 months.
Oh, for sure.
Which is
I
nuts.
think.
I didn't think we'd go through it that fast. I was like, you're just slamming this game. I thought it would take forever.
I mean, there's some stuff we had to go get, like collectible shit, and now that we've hit like the part where we got to go find the other 7 pieces of 8 or whatever the fuck I got to find, that'll be slow, but I mean, it'll be pretty quick. I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. It's cool. I'm excited to get to new stuff, but also like, feel free to take your time if you want to. You don't have to. If you don't want to. It's your own pace.
I feel like I'm going pretty slow as it is.
All right.
So, if anything, I'm surprised how fast we're going because I'm
Cool.
like, oh, I think we just get done. We can do a lot in 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's honestly it. Because
Yeah.
when we used to do it, it used to get cut up, And I think that we also didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Also, Mia hadn't played the game in a while, so we were also kind of like,
Well, I also think it's
getting our wheels on straight.
Going from N64 games to remastered GameCube game,
Yeah.
day and night.
Yeah.
Sure, we have like there are aspects that are easy, like what's it called? Where you can just save
Targeting.
anywhere.
Oh, save
save state.
Save state, sure. Like
Yeah.
there's things that we can do to make it more efficient. But I'm not spending the same time in dungeons in the same way.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think Wind Waker is probably the easiest Zelda game, other
Yeah.
than whatever's on a
And it's
on a DS.
remastered, so there's parts of it they made easy.
Yeah, so
Like
I
being
think
able
it's
to
just-
not have to switch the wind every time you want to
Oh,
go
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was saying this to you earlier. I was like, unfortunately, Twilight Princess is, I think, in my experience, a little harder than Wind Waker.
Oh, I think so.
But
That's fine.
it's by far not the hardest.
No.
Ocarina of Time and probably Tears of the Kingdom are the hardest ones. If we're talking these more modern,
They're
ones.
also
The
long.
hardest Zelda game is Zelda 2 and
Because it's
Zelda
impossible to
1,
beat.
Zelda 2 is probably the hardest. Adventure of Link is fucking brutal. Zelda 1 and then Link to the Past. Those three they're the original ones. They're brutal. They're when video games played like arcade games, they're fucking hard as shit. So if we're not counting those, Tears of the Kingdom is pretty tough. Ganondorf is hard.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, though, a single guardian doesn't compare to anything in Twilight Princess or Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But Skyward Sword is also not terribly
Then I'll
difficult.
be
There's
fine.
a couple of parts that I think are a little difficult, like that I can remember, but
I beat Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
yeah. So
I think
that's
I'll
what
be
I'm
good.
saying. You're gonna be more
Fighting
than fine.
Ganon in Tears of the Kingdom did make me very upset, but
I have not encountered something that difficult in a Zelda game since like that was That was Elden Ring levels of difficult.
Yeah.
I played the fuck out of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
It took me 3 hours to beat him. It was hard.
I think I just tried to beat him too soon. I didn't have very many hearts and food and stuff, but
That's crazy. I had so many hearts, and I got down there and I couldn't heal them, so I only had 1 heart. the entire time.
Yeah.
So like, I just didn't know what I was getting myself into.
That was the difference. Was you told me that there was a lot of the gloom stuff that eats away at your hearts, so I prepared for that. But I didn't have very many hearts to begin with, so I had all of them. Of like, I think I had like 8 or 10 maybe.
Yeah. I loved it though. I loved how hard he was. I love that they had the balls to be like, no, we're gonna make him really fucking difficult because it's the last part of this game.
Yeah.
And I felt so cool after beating him. Like it just heightened the ending for me, which is just so cool. But anyways, cool. Yeah, Wind Waker is
probably sooner rather than later. I think Wind Waker's a lot easy to stumble into the end and not realize it.
Yeah.
Plus, we have this one, like, we're going to play this Wednesday. We'll probably finish that temple, and we'll have time to spare. It's not really a thing that happens like older Zelda games. Like, we'd spend a whole session in a dungeon sometimes. Now, like, I can do it in half the time. Yeah. It's pretty just, I have a lot of tools.
Took all the nonsense out of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of archaic nonsense. Yeah. That is removed from both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Then how many times did you guys have to fucking get Jack over that ramp section? Because it's not because it's difficulty or skill, because it runs like shit.
Yeah.
Wind Waker Remaster doesn't have half of that.
Exactly.
So my life is just a little easier.
It's true. And you're kind of a gamer. You know?
Yeah.
Just
wait till we get to
you're
Resident
kind
Evil
of
4.
a gamer.
I'm kind of cracked at fucking Resident Evil 4.
Oh, dude, that's the thing too. I mean, Zelda games are cool.
I think there was only ever one bit where you were like, "This is stupid." And it was fighting the guys that can't see.
Those two blind dudes.
Yeah,
that was bad. That was tough. But it's like it's the same mentality like with a Souls-like game where like if you can't beat it the first time, and you get stuck trying to beat it like 5 or more times, you have to stop.
Yeah.
And you have to come back to it, and then you'll be able to do it.
Absolutely.
Because it's literally your brain processing information. Your brain cannot handle it. You will literally sleep on it, figure it out, and then do it the next day and do it.
What outfit are you going to put Leon in?
There's so many options. I don't know yet.
The maid.
That's the main reason I wanted to, is I know I wanted to go through it entirely with an outfit.
Yeah.
It's tough. There's so many that'll probably be partially part of the episode.
Yeah,
the first
and you
game
can put Ashley in a different outfit too.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole thing.
We're going to be so... God, I can't wait too, because Jack was just so confident with Majora's Mask. And he knows nothing about Resident Evil.
That's fun.
And he's just going to be like, duh, and then we're going to make him play one. He's going to be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
But that's the thing. He's going to get to watch probably 2 of them. And then play.
Yeah. That's so fun.
He'll know a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Do you know when he's playing? Is he playing 5 or 6?
We haven't decided yet. I think you're playing 4 for sure. Yeah. 4 remake. Yeah. You're playing 2 remake for sure.
Mia's playing 8.
I think Mia's playing 8 Village because we have to, and I think we are undecided on me and Jack. I think
it would be cool if you and Jack both played 7.
I think that's a really
honestly we both played.
Because that one's fucking scary.
It's legitimately the most frightening game.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
it's scary.
It may be even like all of us are playing parts of 7 because that one's spooky.
So there's also the idea, I don't know if I like this because it kind of changes the format a little bit, but there's also, because I can hear people screaming it already, we could play 6 because 6 is 2-player.
Yeah.
And
then
we could do the
7?
multiplayer 6. Or like Jack and I play 6 and then I'll play 7 or something. I don't know.
Multiplayer, you and Jack would play 6 together and then you would play 7 by yourself?
Maybe.
Because I think we have to play 7 if we're going to play 8.
I feel like so.
Yeah, I agree. But don't make Jack play it.
No.
But I think it's weird to have us both play a game. But if you do a 2-player game, it might work. But then it's kind of strange.
If you guys did 6
just
together.
Make Jack play 3 remake, which is not very good, but it's still a remake.
Well, then make him play 3. I don't even know anything about that one.
You play,
that would be cool.
I forget. That one has
Nemesis.
Nemesis, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just heard that like 2 remake was super good and 3 remake was just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 4 remake?
4 remake was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But it's hard to fuck it up. It's an amazing video game, but they did a great job at adding stuff to it. It's so cool. Was that your question?
Yes.
Okay. Albert asks, "What's your most disliked story trope?" Oh, that's good. Sorry, I just said that like Bruce in Finding Nemo.
You did.
I can think of things that I roll my eyes at whenever I watch something. And one of them is any character that gets, and this is just to get the ball rolling because I don't have anything off the top of my head. But I know the one thing is like whenever a character gets a victory and the victory just isn't earned. Side note for me, I really like my main characters going through fucking shit. I want them to hit rock bottom, like get their shit kicked in, have a really bad time, and then them bounce back from that. That's like my favorite thing ever. Do you need that in every story? Not at all. But I really like it. So I extra dislike when a character gets something really cool, specifically the main character, like gets like something really cool and it's awesome and it's just kind of given to them for no fucking reason, other than just like, well, you're basically the main character and you get this, and it's like, that's stupid. I don't like that. I just think that's silly. So it's one of the things I struggle with Star Wars. It's a big thing in Star Wars, where the main character, it does not matter who it is, just kind of falls into the plot, and they're just like, I'm cool and good at this, and it's like, all right, sure, it's fine. It's not, I don't like it, but there's still fun aspects about Star Wars I really like. But my favorite Star Wars characters are the ones who just go through the shitter, yeah. I'm trying to think of examples off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a lot of them. I mean, they probably are. I just don't know if I'm well versed in critiquing shit like that.
Is there anything like in a story? It's like very clearly like a story element that you're just like, you don't maybe hate, but you're just kind of like, oh, dumb.
This happened a lot in horror movies where it's like, surprise, the villain was actually your friend. They've been helping you the whole time.
It's like that doesn't make no fucking sense.
Or like, oh, it was this random character we showed one time who talked to you, and actually they're the bad guy. But
it's just a twist for the sake of being a twist.
Twist for I don't know.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah.
I can always tell that the writer had the scene in their head ahead of time. They were like, it would be so cool if this happened, but I have no idea how to get there. And you can just see that, like, well, you just really tried to get to this point because you're really proud of this, but it's like, it just didn't really work out in that same way.
I think I have one.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I'm going to take my favorite fucking franchises. Bungie loves to do this. It's like a precursor race. I hate, like, for Halo, it's the Forerunners. For Destiny, they're ramping up to that. There's like a precursor race, an alien race that started everything. Fucking hate that shit. I hate when the unknowable thing that's the monster becomes knowable and it's just old alien.
Yes.
You're like, I don't care about the precursor race or foreclaimers or fucking whatever. Halo 4 did a really cool subversion of it, which I really liked, but people fucking shit on it. And Destiny's kind of going that way where they're like, oh, it's just old alien race that everyone forgot about that's like prehistoric. And you're like, all right. That I think it's my one quibble. But I think it's just because I like, when you have the opportunity to be in sci-fi, you don't have to explain it. It could just be a knowable alien horror. Yeah. And then you do, and then it's not as fun.
I also think that, like, I think you can have a character lose memory. I think they can be, and so long as they at some point get it back, or if they lost it for like a good reason and the story pushes it in a good direction in that way, or they maybe do it to themselves. My favorite examples of this, they're two very weird niche examples, are Jace in Magic the Gathering when he gets stuck on Ixalan. It's like, this is the only time this, like, my lost memory trope I kind of like. And Shutter Island, where Leonardo DiCaprio has no idea what is fucking going on, and he doesn't have his memory, but there's a really good reason for it, right? I hate, other than those two kind of examples, I fucking hate when a character just, like, I know nothing. I just have no idea who I was or where I was. And then they either never learn about who they were before that, or they kind of do, and then they get all their memories back, and they're like, "Oh, I'm still the same person." It's like, what? No, that would fundamentally change you. That's why I wanted to do that with Lazarus, because Lazarus is kind of this trope, and I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to do it the stupid way, or the way that I don't like. I wanted Lazarus to be able to confront the person that he was before he was that, and then be like, I am a new person now. You, like, because once you memory wipe yourself, you're basically you have to accept that your character is now a different character. And it's dumb when they just kind of go, nah. And that's the part about Jace that I don't like, is that Jace will just get his memories back and be like, oh, never mind. And it's like, God damn it, that's so stupid. Anyways, that's
Fuck, I had something to say. Oh, I assume you both have seen The Village. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village.
The Village?
I'm not a huge fan of the twist at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was cooler when it was what it was. I don't know. I'm trying to not spoil a fucking 20-year-old movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Village
is an old movie.
Old, yeah. I mean, it's older. It's like probably from 2000.
I'm going to Google it.
2002.
The
Wait, you guys
Lodge.
look it up. Fucking Mass Effect has the alien precursor race again too. The Reapers. It was cool, and they were just fucking monsters.
Yes. I've never heard of this
Scream
before.
4 does the trope that I said I dislike.
Yeah. Where
the entire time it's the same thing that happens in all the Scream movies. There's a copycat killer, and
Yeah.
It's what's her name? I can't think of the main character's name from Scream right now. What's her name? I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna bother me.
Spoilers for The Village for people who aren't fucking seeing it. Essentially, The Village is these. It's pretty abstract because it's in my Shyamalan movie, and there's a pretty big twist at the end. It's a small village of people that essentially do these really strange druidic rituals to appease some creatures that exist out in the woods. And very fucking blood on the doorway kind of thing where these creatures will dress up in all red. They have these crazy claws like beast mouths, and they walk around town and they find whoever's not protected and they get them, right?
Okay.
And there's this whole like thing going on where why do they have to do this? Why do they live in this fucking way? It's hard. And one of her brothers winds up getting sick or something. And like, well, I can go try and help him. He's dying of like some illness, like he got stuck and now he's in infection, right? Something super simple. If it was in modern times, we could.
Yeah.
Right. So then she journeys out, and her father's like, "Don't do it. You'll fall out. These fucking monsters will be out there and kill you." And we don't know anything beyond the woods. We know that our Glen protects us, right? She gets out there essentially, and the discovery is that the elders have been the monsters the entire time, keeping them entrapped, and it's present day.
Oh wow!
And she finds like a cement wall, jumps over, and there's a security guard on like a go-kart that's like, no, this really rich family 8 decades ago paid us to just keep people in, and they're just essentially just really, really fucking like rich, like Amish people.
That's crazy.
And she goes out and gets messing for her brother and fixes it.
So you don't like that?
No, I mean it's a cool twist.
Sure.
But I think that's the difference of like I think a suspense in a horror movie.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if they're all just fucking spooky, scary monsters. Because that movie's fucking frightening.
Yeah.
The movie's scary.
Yeah.
And then on the second time around, it's not that scary. But I think it's a suspense movie, not necessarily a horror movie. So it's different.
For sure. I want to add on to the one that I said earlier because I thought about it a little more. I think I'm not upset when a character is given something for no reason. I think that's okay. I don't like it, and I can't think of any direct examples right now, but maybe I will later, where a character will be given something or a boon or something, and there's zero effect. There's nothing that comes out of it. It's just like, oh no, I have this because I'm the main character. That's it. I use Star Wars as an example because there are times when it does matter in Star Wars where it becomes like a bane or a boon to the character and they have to like deal with it. And I think that's the part that I like. It's just don't look, Frodo gets that ring and it's important that the ring is fucking tormenting him. I love that shit. Don't take that away from me. I like that. Yep. That's it.
Did you forget the
Her
character's name?
name's Sidney Prescott.
Okay.
In the 4th movie, her cousin is the killer. And it's like a big reveal at the end that her cousin and like I think it's like her boyfriend are the killers, and they want to I don't know that if they're I don't remember if they're trying to frame Sydney for the murders or if they're just going to kill her, but they want to like live through it and like pretend that they were the victims so that they have like fame for it. Yeah. It's like it was actually me the whole time and now I'm going to kill you. Like,
so something that I noticed I'm not going to talk too much about Fallout, but in the Fallout show that they do really well, there's a sort of a minor trope that I know I've yelled about before on the podcast before, that they do in a lot of like Disney shows and other things, is that whole walking and talking thing. I remember talking about this on the podcast where there'll be these scenes in Disney shows, like it can be Star Wars, Marvel, whatever, where they will spend a few minutes establishing things by having two characters just kind of walk and talk. And I think I figured out what it is and why it upsets me. I think it's because they're using that tech that the Mandalorian uses that they first introduced, where it's that dome room where they project the scene, and so they have this small space that they can interact in. And I noticed it because I saw somebody on another podcast talking about it, because in the last Airbender the Netflix Avatar series, they do the same thing in there. And I was like, I knew there were scenes from this that looked weird and dumb to me, because they're basically 2 feet away from each other, but they've got this beautiful background, and I'm mad that we're not getting like cool framing. It's like, what's going on? And it's especially apparent in the new Fallout show, where I don't know if they did use this tech in the show. If they did, they really pulled it off. They nailed it. But it looks like a lot of the locations they're at in Fallout are like real sets, and they look beautiful. And they're walking and they're moving, and we're getting alternating shots of them, like maybe in the distance or maybe they're up close, and we're just getting really cool. I know we talk about environmental skeleton storytelling, but it is environmental storytelling, where we're getting to see some of the world and how they get to walk through it. And all they're doing is walking and talking, but we get to see things. Like the episode that we just watched, there's 2 characters, no spoilers, there's 2 characters who are like walking kind of near like a train track, and they're just talking. It's just before the scene where they cross the bridge, right? But they're just talking. And I'm like, normally I would hate this. I hate when 2 characters are just talking and walking for no reason. But there's a lot of development happening between these 2 characters, the things that they're talking about, and we're getting to see a little bit of the world around. And in the Disney shows, they're using that dome, so we're not seeing shit. We're just seeing them walk. That's all they're doing, and it makes my brain angry, because I'm like, we're just getting dialogue. That's all this is. We're not getting anything else that's super interesting, and that's a trope I don't like.
Honestly, it's a valid critique, because you can also throw it to, I mean, those unfortunately are the Disney movies right now, but similar ways that are like, or similar productions that have that same kind of aesthetic you're talking about. Yeah. Lord of the Rings and the Last of Us movies, or a show as well. It's a lot of walking, but a lot of dialogue, and because they use real sets, you get a lot of it.
There's such a difference between like having a forward shot of 2 characters walking, and then it like pans and it like goes behind like a building, and then we see them from above, and then it changes again, and maybe we focus on like, I don't know, like a deer or something in the distance, and it runs off, and we're hearing dialogue through that over just watching them walk like it's a vlog like that. I don't know. I think it's very small, but my brain hates it. Anyways, that was a long time to talk about that question. What time are we at? What are we at?
We probably have like 10 minutes.
Cool. Sick. Why don't you hit it? Why don't you slam dunk us with another question, Spencer?
Give me a minute.
No, you peep. All right. I think some of my issue with the fucking Disney shit right now. Yeah. No, and it should be clear, not animated stuff. Yeah. Because animated stuff is always fucking meticulously made by human hands, so everything fucking is like in the place it's supposed to be. Yeah. Because that's where they designed it to be. But there's a lot of shit you can notice that's just like that. Yeah. But I don't think it would bother me if there wasn't so fucking much of it, because then you're aware of it. Yeah. Which is crazy, because it's not normally a problem if there were like 8 of them, but there's not 8 of them. There's hundreds of hours of content using utilities they've used, and it's a lot of the same shit. And
it probably contributes to a lot of the problem. There's just so much shit that they're doing. Yeah. You know? I also wanted to add on to what you were saying about the precursors. I love a big spooky threat that is like unknowable. Yeah. You know, like cosmic horror. And then like it's dumb to then talk about lore about it. It's like, no, just the reason why we like it is because it's mysterious and spooky and distant. Like, just leave it that way.
That's another thing in horror movies. Once you get deep in enough to like sequels, it's like, oh well, we explained why. Yeah.
I hate that too. I hate when they explain shit. Yeah. This is a rant, so we need to keep this short. This adds on to this eventual video I want to make about Attack on Titan one day. When you make a video about Pokemon. Yeah. The media literacy is so dog shit, and people complain a lot about plot relevancy, and like it's valid. There's valid criticism you can take on Attack on Titan, where there's just convenience in the story that suddenly, specifically with the Titan powers, that suddenly somebody can do something and they have never been able to do that before, and then they never do it again. And it's like, I mean, that's kind of how we write story. Sure, it doesn't bother me that much, and the reason is because I think it's stupid to explain it. It's so freeing to watch not just a show but also an anime where they don't have to to explain the power. Like, Rhino put his consciousness in his balls.
Yeah.
He kind of explained it, and that's it. We don't need to hear any more of it. Yeah. He can do it that one time, and that's it. They always do this. They constantly have abilities that are unexplainable. We don't know how they work, and it adds to the mystique of the Titans to begin with. Yeah. That's why, like, even towards the end of the series, they don't even fully explain Titans to begin with. Oh. And that's perfect. We don't need to know anymore. That's good world building. Don't fucking explain all of it because then it loses its mystery. And that's the fun of it.
That's about where it lost me the first time going around through it when it was coming out.
Yeah.
Is when not only did everyone start becoming one, which it was not always the case because there's still so few, but there are everyone. And a lot of it started getting like explained, which I understand because they're trying to pivot towards this other point, the conversation they're having. But that's what lost me the first time.
It's just like the Shyamalan movie you talked about. Exactly. It's like I wanted it to be about big monsters, and it's more than
which is totally understandable. It's just that if I didn't know what the ending, well, I mean, it's better now that's completed because I can understand what they're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, oh, I don't want this.
Yeah, I remember when we watched it too, and I was like, "What the?" I remember seeing that. Spoilers for Attack on Titan, I guess, but at the end of season 3, seeing that fucking Zeppelin, and I was like, God damn it, please don't be shit. And I was surprised. I liked it, but I did feel that like, fuck.
Yeah.
I liked that this was kind of a fantasy, but by the end of it, it still is.
It does recover some of the fantasy elements.
Yes.
And I think to a large portion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I think it just has a lot to say about a specific thing that then it wants to throw into the real world.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like the setting is real world, but like they're trying to go, this is the fucking parallel here.
Yeah.
And I'm done like hiding it.
Yeah.
We're now going to talk about the real subject matter that I've been trying to talk about for years.
Yes.
And it stays the test of time because it makes a lot of sense and they have a lot to say about it. It's just, I don't think I understood that. Nor did I think anyone really understood because we didn't see the end goal of it.
Yeah. No.
So it seemed like they were getting lost in the sauce a little bit.
I agree. And I've heard that a lot. And I think that what it adds to as well is it's not that it's like, oh, well, I just want this to be cemented in the real world because it kind of isn't the real world, but it is at the same time. To me, it's more about the humanity behind it. And that's what's so like intrinsic to the idea of that story too, is just how human it is. Yeah. So it's almost like, okay, there's still an element of fantasy here, but there's a real world thing I want to focus on.
Yeah.
But it's just because this has always been about humanity and that. Yeah. And I think that's cool. Anyways, sorry.
We were stalling. Did you happen to find a cool one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking about bad horror movie sequels.
There's a lot of them, unfortunately.
There are a lot of bad ones.
God, I love, what is it, Halloween 2? It's just about toys. Yeah. And then they were like, never fucking do that shit again.
Yeah.
Bring back Michael Myers.
And then they do bring back Michael Myers. And then they're like, yeah, he's actually like involved in like this cult thing. And he's like a supernatural creature. And then they went, actually, no, he's not.
Reboot it. But bring everybody else back. Yeah. Like, we're going to do the real story. Do it again. Reboot it again. Bring back. Come on, get Jamie Lee Curtis back in this room. Come on, she can die another time.
Original Scream Queen. She's amazing. She's great.
Yeah.
Why'd they try to make Cannibal a good guy?
I don't know. As a kid, I knew her as the lady in the yogurt commercials.
Yeah.
Activia. Yeah. And she kind of looked like the mom on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Kind of.
They had the same hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
Anyway, F and Goomba asks, how exactly do you be one with Bazinga? I think this is a question to you.
I don't know.
I don't think we are one with the Bazinga. You guys just keep blessing us.
I think that's it.
Do you have to be Jim Parsons?
Who the fuck is that?
He plays Sheldon Cooper.
Oh, well, I don't know, because fucking is young Sheldon more popular than real Sheldon?
Young Sheldon's ending.
Probably
I know, that's
now.
what I'm saying. Would you say young Sheldon's more
Bazinga?
Sheldon?
Are you kidding me? Fucking
so I think currently
Big Bang Theory had an irreversible damage on our world.
Young Sheldon is more popular because it's still running.
Yeah.
But I think overall, Big Bang Theory is more popular than Young Sheldon.
Big Bang Theory, just our culture would be so different without Big Bang Theory.
I don't think we'd have a bunch of normies in this fucking like.
No,
I don't think we'd have like superhero movies.
Yeah. Not only that, but also like I think that it did good and bad. I think it brought a lot of normies to the nerds, but I think it also dicked down the nerds a little more. I think it put the nerds back in their place a little bit. We were starting to rise, and then Big Bang Theory went, get the fuck back down there, and we're like, God damn it!
It's an awful show.
Only now, once like nerd shit is actually getting cool, or like the fan base is getting super toxic because just regular people are showing up.
Yeah.
But also because really shitty echo chamber nerds are now seeing their opinions are getting like publicized. Like the guy who photoshopped Lucy's butt to be shiny on Twitter. I was like,
that,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, my guy. Wow. And you know what?
So fucking stupid.
I saw that and I was like, yeah. Well, another day, and I was like going to the coal mines, like, another day in the Fallout community. And then I saw like it had 1 million views, and I was like, get his ass! I was like, hell yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that was bullshit. You know how it's rampant. It's terrible.
Yeah.
God.
Why did that guy always wear a turtleneck in Big Bang Theory?
I don't know. Because they're all autistic.
Yeah, he's just a
I
little.
have one of them.
They were laughing at autism.
Fucking.
It's funny.
Neurodivergent.
Mm-hmm.
Turtlenecks are uncomfortable.
Well, maybe it's about security.
You feel safe?
I don't, because I don't like anything on my neck.
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
But Bethany does like.
Bethany likes something on her neck.
Things aren't.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice.
The turtleneck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think it's something because it's comforting.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of neck, so you put something on my neck, it's just kind of going on my face.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
look.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I got no neck, y'all.
Yeah.
I got this much neck.
Damn.
I can't do this neck. I mean, I can kind of do something with it.
What are you doing over there with it?
I'm getting down. I'm like,
You're getting-
I can head bop.
Yeah?
How much neck you got?
I got a lot of neck.
You do have a lot of
Yeah,
neck.
I got a lot of neck.
Our baby has your neck, which is
Yeah.
great. I was really scared that she was gonna have
None?
no neck buds over here.
Yeah.
Nope. Neck.
Mini neck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Francois Anderson asks, are there any other places you'd like to live?
You know.
P.S. I'm stuck on a mountain. Please help me.
No.
Fuck.
I think it'd be fun to live in. I just love California, guys.
I do like California.
Wait a whole episode.
California's so awesome.
Yeah.
I think if it wasn't too difficult, I think there's a lot of other versions of me in other multiverses that moved to LA. I think I would like to live in LA, but it's hard and I don't want to. So, yeah.
I'd love a summer home in, I don't know, like New Zealand.
Oh my God.
But then it'd just be cold, right?
Wow.
If that was my summer home.
I guess so. Yeah, because it's opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave California when it's 115. Be like,
Yeah, when the bees are getting cooked.
yeah, bees are getting cooked. I'm like, I gotta go somewhere else. Bees are safe over there. I hope.
Okay, last one. If you got one.
Yeah. There's two, and okay, this one's a Fallout spoiler, so unfortunately, can't read it, Sean. I apologize.
Soon.
But
Soon, my dear.
let me. That's a good question. This is funny. Training. So this is a Fallout question. We're going to answer it, and then we're going to do a funny question afterwards.
Okay.
All right. Trainium asks, how do I use action points in a way that does not make my players want to bash their heads in, please? What are you talking about? Action points are a perfectly useful system. It's just simple math. Honestly, it makes me bash my head in that I have action, bonus action, reaction, movement. And then I can use one of these to double this one. It's like having 4 different types of currency. It's stupid. Just give me one currency. I don't need gold, platinum, electrum,
really
copper, all right? Bottle caps. Maybe throw in a little NCR dollar, but bottle caps. 15 points. 10 to 15 points. It's not. I don't know why it makes you want to bash your head in. Whatever you want to do, you spend the points to do it and you do it.
I want a perk that makes it cost less to walk. That's my only problem.
Too fast.
I want to be able to move, but I guess you could just sprint.
Yeah, sprinting
hard.
is a thing that you can do.
Sprint's good.
Sprint's good.
And that comes from me and Colton testing combat.
Yeah.
Like actually testing it.
Yeah.
Because when you run, you can go faster than 30 feet.
You can
You can
run.
go, dude.
When you run, you're faster
Yeah,
than
you got
walking.
some good
Yeah.
shoes on. Got your Skechers
Quick.
on. You're running.
I thought about this perhaps in the sports park,
Yeah.
especially after us talking about the Arcane Arcade Wii Olympic
Yeah.
whatever
Yes!
stuff.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
Olympic
I wonder
Games.
who is the fastest runner out of the community.
Whoa!
I wonder who's faster.
We should do that.
I don't know.
We could get. There's a lot of things I can't get the group together to go do because we all like.
Y'all want to go
turtlenecks.
run in the park?
Yeah, I want to go run.
But I think I could get everybody to go, just to see how fast. Man, that's crazy to think about.
I don't know.
That's,
Like who can lift the most?
it's probably you.
Who can run?
I'm confident in running.
Who's most flexible?
Oh,
Who can do one pull up? I tried the other day and I almost shit.
one pull up.
It was hard.
Pull-ups are hard.
I mean, I have a broken wing, but I don't think that would have mattered. I think I can't fucking lift my own body weight.
I
think
can do a
you
pull
and
up. I
Marshall
can't
and
do a
Colton
push up.
are strongest. Definitely, I think the two of you can deadlift
Colton's
the most.
strong.
I have a lot of confidence
Colton's
in
lifting
myself.
fucking speakers. I assume Jack's lifting beans.
Beans.
Colton's worked out for a long time.
Stacks
He's got
of flour?
hella
Yeah,
muscle.
yeah.
He's
He
going.
was looking at that baker at
Yeah.
Kiki's delivery service.
Yeah, I think Jack would be up there. I think Jack and I are both on the same level where we're like, yeah, I can be strong, but then we're like, shit. It's all the charisma, right? We just make people think
I'm
we're
just so
strong.
curious. I don't know who it would be.
Marshall for sure. I mean, Marshall's job. He's wrestling
And he works out.
and he works out.
He has to be
Yeah.
fast.
and he's.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him. He's fucking built.
Yeah.
You see that guy?
Go
Yeah.
watch Follow.
Peak
Look
male
at Marshall.
performance. Peak male
Go
performance.
leave some comments.
Yeah.
He'll probably read them eventually.
But run the fastest. It's also probably Marshall.
Yeah.
Marshall probably just solos all.
Well, I
of
don't
us.
know. That's the thing. Is like who's faster? Not like endurance. I think Marshall could be. Like he could probably run the
Are
furthest.
we running a mile?
Speed?
Or are we running?
No, like we're talking like a fucking soccer field.
200 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, quick. Like,
Yeah.
like enough time for you to get to like you're gonna go. I want you to sprint to here to the end of this.
I think I put my money on Jack.
Jack.
long
He's
legs. Nice.
tall. He's a long.
But
That's
he
also a
could be
downfall.
a giraffe. Yeah, he could just fall.
It is a downfall, but it depends on who you are because I don't think Logan could do it because Logan's just really lanky. I think his
that's
knees
true.
just don't let
Yeah.
him. But Jack's kind of got a physique. He also danced a lot.
Yeah.
He has
nimble.
the muscle built there.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I am too. Where like I'm not peak performance. But I have a lot of muscle that I built when I was a kid because I did a lot of swim and I did a lot of soccer. So I feel like I would look a lot different if I didn't have that. Also, I feel like you and I are similar sort of like that build. And there's like, I may look like this, but there's some strength in here.
Yeah.
And you easily have way more strength than I do.
Let's see. I don't know. That'd be
What
funny.
I've seen you do with just your hand,
We gonna go to
you've
the
just
gym?
been like, I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
That's a superpower.
So I think you, Marshall, and Jack are like Captain America and T'Challa in the battle. You're like, you guys are like in the front, just like at each other's
You know how
necks.
fun that would be just to see everyone running at the same time too. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
It'd be good. I don't know.
Could
man.
you imagine Tyler just like destroying us?
I was thinking about that. Tyler
Yeah.
could be really fucking fast.
What if we all run and Tyler's like 30 feet ahead? We're like, holy fuck.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be hard because you'd have to get everyone to be like, look, it's not important. Don't get in your head.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just
We're just
Yeah,
running.
yeah,
we're just
yeah.
chill down
We're
here
just running. We just
sprinting.
have to know.
That's it. It doesn't matter. But it'd be fun if you want to try it out. Because that'd be the hard part. Is like I think we could get a lot of people to run, but I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, Grace, Mia, sit down. It doesn't matter who's gonna do it, but I need you both to fucking sprint.
Yeah.
You're gonna go, and I want you to get halfway and go. Oh, I'm self-conscious about it. Run.
We'll also have Marcy run so that she'll be in.
Yeah, you'll always last, baby.
Yeah. Sorry, baby.
You last.
Till you learn how to run.
Oh my god, Emma would be so competitive about this.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
To get Emma.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I've never thought about this. That's wild.
It's a lot of cool stuff we could do out in the sports park.
I do think Colton and I have to give it to Colton. I think Colton and Marshall
Lifting.
would get up to lifting
They're
like 500
strong.
pounds.
They're strong.
And be like I can do it still. They would
Yeah.
both just like
Strong.
yeah. They both got some.
You'd
Colton's
buy some
dad-
bullshit that doesn't matter. Like we could go buy like mulch from Lowe's for $4 for
Yeah.
50
Yeah.
pounds each.
Lift it.
And if we rip it, it doesn't matter if it's out in the field. It'll just fucking
Yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out Colton also gets it from genetics as well. I have seen Colton's dad lift a washing machine with two hands and then put it on his shoulder and walk
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Not a full washing machine.
Yeah.
An old one.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Your dad. And even Colton was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And
He was
he's
like, damn.
He's in his like 50s.
Yeah. And Colton is kind of built like his dad.
Yeah.
It's just kind of that like
Colton looks a lot like
big,
his dad.
not like big, but like just kind of like
built.
Yeah, if he just kind of goes like this, I'm probably dead.
Oh yeah.
Like he doesn't even have to try. He just kind of has to let his arm fall on me.
My friend Dylan's dad is the same way.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing to think that Dylan's the runt of the litter. That all of his family are fucking massive. Like they're all fucking. What are they? They're all fucking Goliaths.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
And they're fucking huge. His sister is so fucking scarily large. She is so fucking. You know that thing about how many like 8-year-old versions of you could you beat up?
Holy shit!
It'd be her against the entire crew, and we'd still lose. She's so fucking huge.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, like, cause Colton, we lived together, so I've definitely tested Colton's strength a few times when I wrestled him on the ground and kissed him.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. But I've definitely been like, or like try to give him something, and I'm like, I could do this. Like, if I put enough strength in this,
we do.
I can. And like every time, I'm like, oh my god,
it's pinned.
You're
Jacob
so
blushes.
strong.
We do have this box in our house right now that I can't help Jacob carry up the stairs, and then Colton was gonna come over, and you're like, I'll just have Colton.
That's the thing. That's how I know, because all of you guys have helped us move, and I'm thinking about the people who like didn't struggle, and it's Colton and Marshall and you and my dad.
Because your dad works out every day.
Yeah. So, yeah, if, like, my dad was running with this, I think my dad would be up there. I am not built like my dad.
I don't know about
all.
running, but your dad could lift.
Yeah.
They'd be funny to get your dad, too. They'd be funny to get everyone.
It just became like a, can you beat my dad?
It would be, it'd be 30 people. We're just running the field and recording it today.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
Babies everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Just running around. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys want that.
Yeah. And join us next week for a fun little thing.
Oh.
Quick final question.
Oh yeah.
Favorite SpongeBob quote? Go. Mine is actually the gift that they put on there, which is "I love you." Oh. That made me laugh so hard when I was a kid. But the second one is probably "That's not a square. That's not a circle. That's an oval." Also made me cry laughing when I was a kid.
I don't know. My friend, my coworker Wyatt would always be Doodle Bob whenever he'd come into work at like the highest volume he could, and it was always fucking funny. It was always really funny.
It's just me hoy Manoy.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Really fucking loud in a 100-year-old building with amazing acoustics. It was always fucking funny.
One that I still say a lot is Nosferatu, and it's because Marceline likes to play with the light switches. So
Yeah. Nosferatu, and it's just like actually.
It's actually Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Anytime someone forgets a drink to Landon or Lacey, they also say
How
can I?
Yeah. Where's my Diet Dr. Kelp?
Spencer says that every
say that
fucking
a lot.
day. Where can I get my Diet Dr. Kelp?
You'd be like, can you give me this? I'm like, hey, Diet Dr. Kelp? Where's my Diet Dr. Kelp?
I don't even respond.
I can't eat my
It's
pizza
a
without
classic.
my
It's a
Diet
classic.
Dr. Kelp.
I'll be like, can you hand me my Adderall? And you'll be like, can you hand me my Diet Dr. Kelp? And I'll
Here's
kind of
your
want
Diet
to jump off the roof of the house.
They forgot it.
Beep bop bop beep